Hello trainers, Ganeto here and I need a haircut. Anyways, on more news about Go Battle League, I almost reached veteran here with this line on Fighting Cup REMIX, and with that in mind trainers, I am pretty sure this team is gonna work for you as well. Well, if you reach that high though, this is a problem that I have currently. Those queue timers are pretty long and I do not enjoy that. Perhaps I will take a day or two off GPL for now and I'm just gonna keep pressuring with a troll team or just keep pressuring for the leaderboards if they ever come out. So Polyrath here on the Polyrath, and we're gonna be able to farm it down with mud shots. Polyrath with energy can be deadly for the Fighting Cup REMIX, especially with Skull being able to also debuff the opponent. And at the back they have here the throw, so my throw over the throw. If you get that extra Zen headbutt, you're gonna have the upper hand with those body slams, and with a shield advantage I'm pretty sure we can finish them off with my throw here. Gonna let that body slam go through, we can definitely survive, and one more body slam will seal the deal against their throw. Gonna keep that shield for that Heracross matchup. It kinda makes sense, but still my Polyrath has 2 shields and a fairly amount of HP to survive those counters, so I can safely reach there to the double ice punch, able to get the shield out of them, and of course the knockout with that second charge attack. What I like about ice punch is that it is gonna be a cheap move overall, and it is gonna do more solid work against the Galarian Zapdos, which is kinda meta, and of course dynamic punch is gonna help you with some really nice nukes, but Scald can also do quite the same, so having Scald and Ice Punch is gonna be my main priority here with Polyrath on this video. So I was having a lot of fun with Toxicroak up on the lead, obviously because this is gonna be the king of the meta, and Throw is gonna hold down the opposing Toxicroak, which is gonna be pretty much everywhere, so you can see how this team can work as the best one for the current meta of Fighting Cup REMIX. Able to get here to that Mad Bomb for my enemy, I'm just gonna get farmed down, but having that shield advantage is gonna be most probably the best thing you can focus on most of your matches when you're playing on Fighting Cup REMIX. That Polyrath now is gonna connect its Scald for big damage, but still we can survive and go for that Body Slam on the Shadow Pokemon, which is gonna do a nice chunk to that one. And of course with that Toxicroak of mine and the shield, I'm pretty sure I can farm down here after I switch out, and we are already there on that double Sludge Bomb or Mud Bomb to finish them off. They have at the back the Zapdos though. I'm just gonna go here for the Sludge Bomb. This is gonna be an extremely solid and close matchup. They switch out to the Toxicroak, that gives me time to farm a little bit of energy, and we can get there to the Mud Bomb for some really nice clutch victories for that video, and build to get now a very solid lead against Heracross. And despite the fact that we resist each other's counters, they can still nuke me down with that close combat if I'm not careful, so they're gonna go there for that close combat, then switch out to the Toxicroak, and of course I have Throw as my main answer to that Pokemon. So Throw is a very weird choice of a Pokemon, because its main aspect of its game is gonna be that Toxicroak matchup or even the Sneasel, but still you're gonna see that Throw is gonna play a vital role with its Body Slam as well, able to get a shield sometimes from any other threat. They're getting there to their move, so I'm like, you know what, just bring it on what it is gonna be the Rock Blast. I'm just gonna take the Rock Blast on my fighter and still survive, getting to the Sludge Bomb for the next one. Hopefully they shielded here, it was just a Sneasel, and I'm just gonna go now for that Skull damage, doing some absurd and an immense amount to that Pokemon. They have to block, they do not, and we're gonna get this victory. Even if they blocked, we could have easily gotten there to the double Scald, and that could have been an easy game for us. So Throw is a very bad situation for my Toxicroak. Gonna get out of there, and we got Polyrath. So Polyrath is gonna do a lot of work against most of the meta, especially with its Scald, but Ice Punch is gonna help for some cheap damage. They switch out now to that Toxicroak of theirs, and we can still get to the Scald, able to drop their attack actually with a debuff, and that is pretty solid for my Throw right now, because we can tank those moves. Look at the Sludge Bomb not doing enough work, but the second one needs to be blocked because Toxicroak is still an amazing Pokemon for this cup. At the back they have the Peck Pokemon, the Combusken, and I'm just gonna try to farm it down with my Toxicroak. Instead I'm gonna farm down my worst counter, the Throw, and now I have 2 Mud Bombs ready to go, able to shred apart that fried chicken with 2 legs, whatever, and I'm just gonna take this victory because Toxicroak is gonna connect 2 of those mud bombs. Toxicroak into Heracross once again. So most of my battles were against Heracross or Toxicroak, and that makes a lot of sense. Those two are gonna be pretty much the bread and butter of the lead scenarios of Fighting Up Remix. So I'm just gonna have that close combat blocked as always, then they switch out to the Poliwrath. This is more like a standard procedure this time, and those dynamic punches are gonna hurt a lot, and Scald is not gonna do a solid work. If you're wondering, okay Ganetto, but this is gonna be why you need dynamic punch, but guess what, you can still pressure with Scald, and what I want to do here most of the times is to go ahead and try to farm down right after with my Toxicroak. So this is gonna happen. Down goes the Poliwrath, they return with the Heracross, and I just have to go now for that Mud Bomb. They are gonna take it. This is not looking that great. We have to get out of there to the throw, and at the back lies that Toxicroak, which means that if we can block here, we either force them in using their energy, or they're just gonna get down to my Zen Headbutt. So they're gonna connect their close combat to my Pokemon here, but still we can safely farm down right after with Toxicroak. So those little mind games and little strategies can really help you a lot, and we're having a very bad lead against Zapdos, and we cannot switch out here because Zapdos is gonna be fighting and flying, and they connect their Ancient Power here. If you didn't know, this Pokemon can run Ancient Power, Brave Bird, or even Close Combat, so I don't know why they threw that Ancient Power, but I will take it, and I will connect my second Sludge Bomb here to that Zapdos after I failed taking a shield out of them. Perhaps they were thinking I was going for double Mud Bomb. This is not gonna happen with Toxicroak, by the way, and we have now the mirror with that Poliwrath. However, my Poliwrath doesn't run as always that dynamic punch, so I just have to go for that Scald, and I'm just gonna wait here for their move. It is gonna be a Scald. I'm just gonna block it for no reason. That was not a very good play, I believe, from my part, and my opponent knew that because they are not shielding either, and I'm just putting myself on a very bad situation overall. So they have the dynamic punch, able to finish me off. At the back they have a Toxicroak, and all I want to do is to completely farm down. Sometimes just a shield and the throw can simply turn a victory for you out of nowhere, because as you can see here, if they do not have that poison fighting type, well, I would be in trouble, but throw really manages to destroy down the opposing Toxicroak. Into the next one now with the Heracross up on the lead. As always, we just need to take care of those close combat, and I'm going for the Sludge Bomb. All of those times that I went for the Sludge Bomb, my opponent decided to block, and the one time that I went, not on this video but another time, for that Mud Bomb, well, they did not, and that was a bummer. It's sometimes that you feel like the opponent is watching at your moves, but I don't know. Anyways, gonna go now with throw, able to farm down at Heracross, looking pretty solid now. We still have a shield up, and they have a throw of their own. You know what's coming, trainers. You already know that I'm not gonna go for the body slam. I'm not gonna spoil it for you. Just gonna take the move here. We can still survive and reach to the nuke, to the big move, down goes throw. This is absolutely awesome. At the back they have a Toxicroak, and of course we got Poliwrath, which can outspeed to those charge attacks, and with that shield up I'm pretty sure we can safely destroy them down. So I'm just gonna block here. It is gonna be a CMP. My move is already pressed, so this Ice Punch will secure the victory, but that Focus Blast was totally entertaining and something that you do not see every day from a Pokemon carrying Zen Headbutt. So Toxicroak on the lead once again, and we're gonna be able to pressure a lot with those Mud Bombs. You can see that Mud Bomb is gonna be a devastating move for any poison type, so we're gonna block, they're gonna block, and because we won that CMP, I will try to catch here on that Poliwrath. Well, most of the times it works, but sometimes the opponent do know actually what to do, so they're just gonna wait for you to do that and then see what they can do after you switch. but they have a Heracross here and they're gonna spend their energy. So down we go to the Rock Blast, but because it was a Rock Blast, we're not still fainting, just gonna survive with a minimal amount of HP, taking out that Heracross with the Ice Punch. What do you have at the back, trainer? It is gonna be the throw of their own, and this is all of a sudden a very good matchup for my Toxicroak here, because we can reach to the Sludge Bomb, able to take them out with my Sludge Bomb, of course, and we got now my throw over the throw, which is severely hurt, and we can tank those body slams while we can safely farm down right after. They come in with a Toxicroak, they know they stand no chance, and Crispy Chris will be my next opponent here, so throw up on the lead, horrible lead, gonna get out of there to my Poliwrath, and let's see how we can adapt to the situation, because Scald is coming up, and this is gonna connect for big damage to the throw. Getting the debuff in the process, which makes them switch out immediately to their Toxicroak. I have the Scald ready to go, and guess what, trainers, after we block this we might be able to farm down. However, I decide to let that go because I know I can farm down with my Toxicroak, and Toxicroak with energy can be deadly. I go in with throw here because I just outplayed myself, and let's see now how I manage to pull through, because okay, they come in with that throw of their own, the body slam, and I will try to farm them down, I believe. Can we do it? No, we cannot, so I have to sacrifice a shield at this point. With that shield sacrifice, it's all up to the last Pokemon. It is gonna be the Heracross, so I'm just gonna go here for the double body slam to pressure for a shield, and then try to nuke them down with that double Mud Bomb. Let's see if that can happen. They're gonna take the second one, so I can simply go ahead and completely farm down with my counters. No reason at all to reach to the charge attack, and yeah, Heracross out of the way. Final one, trainers, and we're having up on the lead the Poliwrath. This is looking kinda bad and kinda good at the same time, because it all depends on the Mud Bomb. If they take it, it's good. If they don't, well, it's good as well. So we're just gonna go ahead and go for the Mud Bomb. Let's see how they manage to do this, because I'm just gonna shield here and completely farm down right after. We might be on a very bad situation after this Ice Punch, because we're getting severely low, and they have a throw at the back. Just gonna go here for the Mud Bomb. I'm not gonna switch out yet, I just want to see what there is at the back, because they had the Poliwrath and the throw at the back. I'm kinda sure they have my team style with a little bit of a different alignment, so I'm expecting the Toxicroak at the back. Gonna go now with the Scald here, able to do a lot of damage to their throw, and yes, trainers, there is gonna be a Toxicroak at the back, so we can win this, not out of pure alignment, but because we read them correctly. So we're just gonna farm down with Headbutts, and of course now throw stands no chance at all. So that's all, trainers. Thank you for watching, thank you for staying till the end. Just be sure to leave a huge like before you go, subscribe to the channel if you already haven't, and as always, consider joining as a member, since you can help me even more with my efforts here on this channel to showcase these teams that I have for you, and provide my general experience from the PvP aspect of Pokemon Go. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all into the next one. Take care, trainers.